I can't believe this is 75 years ago. But 75 years ago, Charles Schulz created a comic strip called Peanuts, which featured Charlie Brown, or Charlie Brown and the Gang, I think, or Peanuts and the Gang, or whatever. And it was Charlie Brown and all of his friends and his dog. And I think there was another character as well, not just the dog, right? Linus and Lucy and, all of his friends, and just, it was just amazing. This was part of my childhood. And it was just kind of like all of the characters were simple. They had a good moral value. And then it also was like turned into an actual cartoon so that when we were kids, we could watch a Charlie Brown Christmas. And like the music was good, even though it was like really like jazzy and stuff for like kids, and like it sounds sophisticated. It was good. I listened to that when I was a little kid. I learned how to play a bunch of this stuff on piano. I asked my parents if I could have Charlie Brown Christmas, and like I sat there and I listened to all of the songs and like tried to sing along with some of the songs. A lot of the songs had no lyrics. They were just like instrumental songs and stuff. So this really impacted my life, and I thought it was just great. He thought about all this. Remember, at the same time as all this stuff was happening, it was like Disney. It came up with like Mickey and Minnie Mouse and all that crap. But this was like original. One guy came up with all of this. Disney had its own team full of people to come up with their stuff. This is one guy. Anyhow, I just thought this was really interesting, and it was wholesome and valuable, and you learned about anxiety and depression, and he had a little dog and little birds and little friends and the clubhouse, and girls and boys, and just everyday life things that kids experience. So yeah, it was really great, and I think it's crazy to think that this is 75 years old now. What do you think?